All right, good afternoon. Thanks for being here today. My name's Captain Anita Iriarte. I'm a public information officer. This afternoon, we're going to make an announcement in reference to a series of overnight robberies that took place last night. We have members of our aviation division, violent crimes unit, and patrol members. I'm going to turn it over to Sheriff Carmine Marceno.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank my family members up here who you see in front of you before I say one word about what took place. I often say that our family members here at Lee County Sheriff's Office are heroes, and I mean it. They kiss their loved ones goodbye, their wives, their children, their husbands, and they put a uniform on every day not knowing of what happens, because we're in the business of what happens next. And in a split second, we're changing direction, we're making decisions that are life-changing decisions, and I couldn't be more proud to stand up here with my family members. I appreciate you being here today. Last night around 11 p.m., my deputies responded to the 8,000 block of Cypress Lake Drive in Fort Myers, reference to a carjacking. Once on scene, it was learned a male, later identified as 27-year-old Devontae Edwards, approached the victim and demanded his vehicle while pointing a gun at him. The victim complied, and the suspect drove off in his silver Honda SUV. A few hours later, Edwards pulled into a 7-Eleven on Meadow Road in Lehigh Acres. He entered the store, he displayed a firearm, and demanded money from an employee. Once he received the cash, Edwards fled the area. Moments later, on his tear, Edwards committed another robbery at the 7-Eleven on Gateway Boulevard. As always, my team got to work immediately. Analysts from the Real-Time Intelligence Center used the state-of-the-art technology to start relaying information to the patrol units. Within minutes of the Gateway robbery, we received a hit from one of our license plate readers alerting us to the stolen vehicle's location. Deputies attempted a traffic stop on Daniels Parkway, but Edwards refused to pull over. At this point, a pursuit was authorized. Our aviation unit was able to monitor the pursuit and relay vital information to the units on the ground. We chased this son of a bitch all the way to the intersection of Summerlin Road and University Parkway, where Edwards crashed his vehicle and began to run on foot. Utilizing a FLIR camera from the sky, deputies were directed to Edwards and took him into custody. A firearm was located on the ground near where Edwards was hiding. Edwards was charged with armed carjacking, 2 counts of robbery with a firearm, fleeing and eluding, resisting without violence, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. This oxygen stealer's poor decisions put our entire county at great risk. I'm thankful that all the victims were unharmed, and hopefully they'll have some peace knowing that Edwards is locked deep away in the Marceno Motel. Words cannot describe how proud I am of my family members working together from the sky and the ground and locating this idiot before he caused more damage to this great community and the citizens of this community. I've said it before, we will have law and order in Lee County. Freedom is not a term that Edwards is going to hear for a long time. I want to reiterate a couple of things too. Possession of a stolen firearm. His history is horrendous. Vehicular homicide in 2017. He's fresh out of prison and thankfully going back. From the time we got this call, our patrol deputies did such an amazing job that information was being relayed simultaneously to the Real-Time Intelligence Center and to our aviation unit. Our aviation unit got that information from the very beginning. Within 7 minutes, was in the air, on scene, eyes from the sky, working with patrol, working with the Real-Time Intelligence Center. The great residents of this county deserve better, and they will have better. These piles of trash, these people that steal oxygen in this county that think they're going to go out and commit violent crimes, if they're lucky, they go to the Marceno Motel. I've said it before, we meet deadly force with deadly force. This county is blessed. Low crime rates. We work directly with our great state attorney, Amira Fox. Our state attorney's office is second to none, and we work as a cohesive team to make certain that people like this are not coming out to commit more violent crime. Law and order will always prevail, and I say it, law and order, or there's the border. We don't want you in our county. We don't want you. If you think you're going to commit violent crime, you think again. This whole real-time intelligence center is built with drug money, zero cost to the taxpayer. And it is a game changer, folks. You commit a crime in this county, we have you, we're coming for you, and you're done. And I mean business, I ain't playing games. People are going to be safe in this county. I'll take questions.
Anything? So from the moment at 11 o'clock when the carjacking happened, what was the time frame between the carjacking and the second robbery?
So there was a small, well, I say small period of time. From the moment he does the first carjacking, it's an hour or two period before he does the next event, but then immediately after, he hits the 7-Eleven in Gateway. And again, the second we get that information, our patrol units did such a spectacular job, as they always do. They relayed that information to aviation, starting that helicopter from point zero till they're on scene, 7 minutes. That eye in the sky, you're not going to avoid it. That FLIR, the technology, it comes together, and we got trash off the streets today. He's an oxygen stealer. He's made his life out of being in prison. I don't want him in our county. There's plenty of vacancy in the Marceno motel for him.
You said he was recently released from prison. Do you know how recent?
We're talking within a year, okay? Vehicular homicide. This is no stranger to prison, okay? He did his prison sentence, and it was split with probation. So he's fresh out, and he's committing more violent crimes, okay? It's unacceptable. He got lucky. He got lucky because in this county, you display a firearm, you try to hurt one of my residents, you're going to feel a tsunami like you've never felt, and I guarantee that. Law and order, always, and the safety and security of my residents. I ain't playing games, and my family members are the best of the best. You push the envelope here, wrong place. Any other questions?
How has the initial expansion of the East County...
I'm sorry, with the mask, I can't really hear you that well.
No worries, sorry. How has the initial expansion of the East County Drug Task Force, made an impact?
Great question. Guns and drugs and thugs off the streets. Doubling down, okay? Our county manager, Roger DeJarlet, our county commissioners have made it clear that the law and order and the safety and security of the residents of this county is their #1 priority. So they've been giving me, the Lee County Sheriff's Office, the tools to do just that. So that double down expansion of narcotics, we are getting violent people off the streets all the time. We're working investigations as we speak all over our county. Guns and drugs off the streets. And when you take people like this, okay, I use the word people loosely because he really is an oxygen stealer, and he doesn't deserve to breathe the fresh air that the great residents in this county do. When you take him off the streets, he can't commit violent crime anymore. So we are taking drugs off the streets and drug dealers down like you've never seen, and the message is clear. When I say zero tolerance, you deal poison in this county, I'm coming for you, we are coming for you in full force, and we are going to win.
Anything else?
And I have a follow-up to that. Do you think the armed robberies, like the ones that took place overnight, are part of the drugs running rampant in this county? Or?
So there's no such thing as drugs running rampant in our county. Nationally, we see a national epidemic. Fentanyl. I will tell you, we are taking drugs off the streets like you've never seen. We watch our violent criminals. A very small percent of the population commits crimes and repeat offends. And I'm telling you, we are watching them every day. We have a list, like Santa twice, and we're going to find out who's naughty. And let me tell you something. You deal poison in these streets. You're involved in drug activity. You will not get away.